Hello everybody, and welcome to the third episode of the massive Märklin layout that we're building. Progress is moving along slowly. We got to the stage where programming all the signals and accessory decoders have been taking up most of our time. It's just such a tremendous job to program a layout this size because of all the decoders and signals, routes, and everything that's involved. And we're almost done with that. We have to include all that programming into the software program and then hook everything up to the CS3 so everything runs in unison. And so the programming is almost done, the signals are almost all installed. So that's pretty much what we've been working on since the last video that we made. One very, very cool new feature of the layout that we installed is this bridge. Now you may think to yourself, well, what's so big about this bridge? Well, what's cool about this bridge is the fact that, first of all, it's an all-metal, handmade steel bridge. And my guy, Life, he built some electronics, he added some weights, and he built a special motor for it. So our customer could walk around here, he could simply press the button from the outside, and voila. Here you have a functional lift bridge or drawbridge, whatever you call it. Now how cool is that? And this is all custom built by us. We did not build the bridge. The bridge actually comes fully assembled by a German manufacturer called Huck. And they have many different bridges. They're all steel bridges. Everything is welded together. What you also have to realize on a bridge like this, you could only really automate a bridge like this if it's metal, or sturdy construction. Plastic bridges we think are a little bit too flimsy, and they wouldn't do the same job going up and down. Eventually they'll just fall apart. But we're going to sell this electronic system and motor for bridges like this as a package. So if you're interested in something like that, let us know, and we could design it exclusively for you. But let's get back to the layout. Like I said, we did a lot of programming since the last time, and we finished installing all the software programs, and most of the signals are wired. We just have to finish programming all the routes and doing all the blocks and stuff like that. But I'll show you that on the layout. I'm going to walk in now, and I'm going to pick up on the other side. So since the last video that we made a few months ago on the layout, we added this AC turntable. This is the Fleischmann AC turntable that works pretty good with Märklin. All these sectional pieces of track are all AC, so obviously you need that to be. But the turntable is programmed already into the software. And we are using also a Fleischmann turntable system right here, which basically digitalizes a turntable. And instead of using the old controller where you go to one siding at a time, or you just hold it down so it goes to different sidings, you could actually program where you want the bridge to land. You could say go from siding number 1 to siding number 9, and it'll just continue until it gets to siding number 9, instead of going one by one or just holding it down. So it's nice to have that automated. We added a new computer system, and we hooked up the CS3 Plus to it. And here we're starting to design the layout also into the CS3. So that's done. We added more track and a lot more signals. You could see, for instance, on this side, we added all the front signals, the home signals, and the distance signals on this section of the layout. And then, naturally, We have them on this side as well. Each signal is fully automated and has a function. On the other side of the layout, what we decided to do is we decided to add a lot of the semaphore signals, because those are just so unique and so cool. You can see here. And turnout signals. And we sunk every Märklin signal. You can see here, we drilled a hole, and then we mounted each signal flush underneath. That was quite a bit of work. We did that on the bridge as well. See, we sunk it. Just professional. Looks so much better than having those old signal boxes on top, you know. We added another bridge on this side. The bridge has to be, you know, painted and weathered. But yeah, the layout is coming along. And I think next week or the week after that, we're still waiting for some electronics to come in from Germany. We should be able to start running a lot of trains. As I mentioned before, this is a shadow station. This entire shadow station will be under massive mountains. And the mountains then, you know, on the top will have the narrow gauge track and all the narrow gauge stations. So that'll be really cool. We're still at the very early stages, but some of the hardest work is definitely the programming and having everything added to the software, and that was quite a bit of work. The wiring absolutely took a lot of work. So yeah, we're moving along, and we're very excited. Oh, so here's the buttons on this side of the bridge. You could just press the buttons, make it go up and down. I love that. I could sit here all day and play with this bridge. I think our customer will also love this feature. How cool is that? Here, let me turn off the lights so I could show you how the signals look at night. They look so nice. Nothing like a model railroad at night with all the lights on and the signals. Here's the first bit of light and illumination that you can see on the layout. When the layout's done, we're going to have a lot of lights. There's going to be a lot of, all the signals will be on. This is just a kind of a little pre-episode of what all the signals will look like. Well, that concludes our third episode of our massive Märklin layout that we're building. And if you're ever in Elburn, you know, come down and visit us, especially when this COVID finally goes away. What a brutal year 2020 has been. But yeah, come to the store and we'll take you over to our workshop, and we'll show you the layout in person. It's very impressive to see. The next video that we'll be doing on the layout, I assure you, we will be running trains, and that'll be the fun part, to actually get a few trains running. I can't wait for that to happen. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy our episodes on this beautiful layout, and have a great weekend.